Happy Valentine's Day! I've got 12 questions for you on everything Valentine's related, as written by listener Mike Maksimchuk. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thank you so much for checking out the show on YouTube and on your favorite podcast app, and now on Spotify. Turns out I thought I had set up the show to be on Spotify months ago, and I never clicked a certain box that said I agree to certain things. So now I've done that, and you can listen to the show on Spotify. So if that is your jam for music and podcast listening, go check out the show on Spotify, or tell somebody who only listens to stuff on Spotify that they could listen to the show there as well. As soon as I added it, all 700 and something episodes all populated in there. So you can watch the whole library, I believe, on Spotify very easily right now. And hopefully that leads to some new listeners who only listen that way. Today's episode is all about Valentine's Day. It's written by Mike Maksimchuk. He sends me a quiz every week or so since he started listening. And we got some really fun questions in here for you. I am getting ready for Valentine's Day with my wife later today. We are going to be doing some fun stuff around town. We're going to probably go out to eat, probably grab a drink, and she's helping me tomorrow night, Saturday, the 15th, with hosting this Big Friends Trivia event I'm doing. So we'll spend some quality time together doing that. And she is vital when I do these big events where there's more than 100 people, because she helps me score everything, and she does it really quick, and she inputs the scores, and just very invaluable, as she is every day in every regard. Happy Valentine's Day, Ashley Starling Buds. I'm going to share with you, the listener, what I got my wife for Valentine's Day, because I did a really good job this year. I told her, let's try and spend under $15. So here's what I got her. I got her the entire Scrubs Funko collection. That's right, all 4 Scrubs Funko pieces, which is Dr. Cox, JD, Elliot, and Turk. So I got all those for $2.50 each on a GameStop deal. So that brought me up to $10. Then I got her a book, a hardcover book. It's really big. It's like 600 pages. It's called Here I Am. It's by Jonathan Safran Foer, who wrote Everything is Illuminated, a book she really likes and an author she really likes. That book was at the dollar store for some reason. So I got her that for $1. And then with the extra $4 that I had, I got her some strawberries dipped in chocolate. So she loves chocolate-covered strawberries. And I happened to get those for her from just the grocery store for just a few bucks. And then the chocolate I bought is my favorite chocolate, and I think she likes it too, hopefully. It's Cadbury chocolate bars that I melted in a pot on the stove and then dipped the strawberries in there. So that was all under $15 with crazy deals. And that's how I like to do stuff. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that was pretty good this year. Did pretty good. I think she was worried about it. I don't know what she got me. She's like, can I just get you like a $15 In-N-Out gift card? And I was like, yes, that'll work fine. I just threw out the first thing she ever gave me for Valentine's Day because they were literally falling apart. And it was Main Squeeze boxers from Kmart. It was Joe Boxer brand. And they said Main Squeeze all over them with a bunch of different hearts. And I think she gave me those, let's see, that must have been February 2006. So long ace time ago. And September 1st, 2018, if you want more Valentine's trivia, in addition to today's episode, we did an episode called Rom-Coms. So I wanted to tell you that if you want some more Valentine's Day type trivia, maybe to play with your sweetie, go search that. It is Rom-Coms from September 1st, 2018. And again, if you're on Spotify, you could search it really simply on there. You could also listen to all 800 episodes on CastBox if you're looking for some other app that lists them all. CastBox has them as well. All right, we're going to jump into today's episode. It's all about Valentine's Day. These are 12 questions written by Mike Maksimchuk, who is a new listener to the show and a great trivia writer. We're going to jump into those 12 questions right now. Here we go. All right, everybody, here we go with 12 questions on Valentine's Day. Before we start these questions, a extra special happy Valentine's Day to one of my newest patrons. That's Cody Roslin. Cody Roslin and Morgan Smith, who listens as well. Cody and Morgan, I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. And thank you so much for becoming Patreon subscribers over at patreon.com/trivia with buds. Okay, here we go. 12 questions from Mike. Here's number 1. What is the correct brand name for the Conversation Heart candies first made in 1866 by the New England Confection Company? Question number 1. What is the correct brand name for the Conversation Heart candies? Number 1. Question number 2, in Roman mythology and religion, Cupid is the son of Mercury, the messenger god, and which goddess, appropriately named the goddess of love? Number 2, in Roman mythology religion, Cupid is the son of Mercury and the messenger god, and which goddess, appropriately the goddess of love? Number 2, goddess of love, number 2. Question number 3, what type of clothing gets its name from the French word for linen? What type of clothing gets its name from the French word for linen? Question number 4, within $10, according to a 2017 online survey, what is the average cost people spend on Valentine's Day floral arrangements for their significant other? Number 4, within $10, according to a 2017 online survey, what is the average cost people spend on Valentine's Day floral arrangements for their significant other? What do you think? Trying to guess within $10. Number 4. Question number 5, what part of the human anatomy are you said to be pulling on when feeling strong emotion? Number 5, what part of the human anatomy are you said to be pulling on when feeling strong emotion? Question number 6, halfway through today's quiz, what question did Trinidadian-born German singer Haddaway ask the world in his hit 1993 single? This question was asked again and again in One Night at the Roxbury. Question number 6, what question did that singer Haddaway ask in 1993? Question number 7, this part of a rose contains more vitamin C than almost any other fruit or vegetable, and according to Shakira, these don't lie. What are we talking about there? Number 7, part of a rose that contains more vitamin C than any other fruit or vegetable. Question number 8, what is the original flavor of the purple Conversation Heart candies, which comes from an aromatic flower bud of an Indonesian tree? What is the original flavor of the purple Conversation Heart? Comes from a tree. Number 8. Question number 9, Saint Valentine was executed for trying to convert Roman Emperor Claudius Gothicus to Christianity in 269 AD. How was this patron saint of courting and love executed? How did they kill Saint Valentine? Number 9. Question number 10, Roman mythology and religion tells us that Cupid runs around hitting anyone with arrows at any time after losing which of our human senses? Cupid sometimes forgets to hit the other person altogether. Roman mythology and religion tells us that Cupid runs around hitting anyone with arrows at any time after losing which of our human senses? Number 10. Number 11, what hormone is secreted by the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland, a pea-sized structure at the base of the brain? What is that called? Number 11. What hormone? Number 11. And number 12, this incident was a result from the struggle to control organized crime in the city of Chicago during Prohibition between the Irish North Siders, headed by George Bugs Moran, and their Italian South Side rivals, led by Al Capone. For 2 points, name the incident and the year it occurred. What do you think it was? Number 12. Those are all 12 questions for today's Valentine's quiz. Thank you, Mike Maksimchuk, for those great questions. We'll be right back in just a second with the answers. We are back with the answers to Valentine's trivia. Let's see how you did on this quiz from Mike. Number 1, what is the correct brand name for the Conversation Heart candies first made in 1866 by Necco? Those are called Sweethearts. Sweethearts. Remember, you get them in a little box. They say things like, be mine, and let's date, and other scandalous things. I think there's probably a candy company that makes real scandalous ones, but they're called Sweethearts, and there's another question about these coming up. I think it's number 8, so get ready for that. Sweethearts was the answer. Number 2, in Roman mythology, Cupid is the son of Mercury, the messenger god, and which goddess? That would be Venus. She is the goddess of love. That makes sense. Number 2. Number 3, what type of clothing gets its name from the French word for linen? That would be lingerie. Lingerie, spelled lingerie, as I would read it if I was reading it how it's spelled. Lingerie. Number 4, within $10, according to a 2017 online survey, what is the average cost people spend on a Valentine's Day floral arrangement for their boo? That would be $73, according to this article from 2 years ago. I think that's still probably accurate, although I'm not one to ever spend a lot on flowers, just because I know they're probably going to die. But hey, I'm pretty good at shopping for other cool stuff like Funkos and chocolate-covered strawberries. Here's number 5. What part of the human anatomy are you said to be pulling on when feeling strong emotion? The answer there was heartstrings. Heartstrings, number 5. Number 6, what question did German singer Hathaway ask the world? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me, no mo. That was from Night at the Roxbury, the sketch on SNL, and the movie, 1993. Number 7, this part of a rose contains more vitamin C than almost any other fruit or vegetable. That would be rose hips. Shakira's Don't Lie. And if you're watching on YouTube, here's me doing the Shakira thing from the Super Bowl. There you go. Number 8, what is the original flavor of the purple conversation heart candies, which come from aromatic flower buds of an Indonesian tree? The original flavor was clove, like a cigarette. And number 9, St. Valentine was executed for trying to convert Roman Emperor Claudius Gothicus to Christianity. How was this patriot saint of courting and love executed? He was beheaded. They cut off his head. That's pretty brutal for somebody who's like, hey, you should try this. They're like, nah, we're going to cut your head off. Number 9 was beheaded. Number 10, Roman mythology and religion tells us that Cupid runs around hitting anyone with arrows at any time after losing which of our human senses? It is sight, which is why they say love is blind. If you lost your sight, that means Cupid shot you with an arrow or is shooting you with arrows. Number 11, what hormone is secreted by the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland, a pea-sized structure at the base of the brain? That would be oxytocin. It's sometimes known as the cuddle hormone or the love hormone because it is released when people snuggle up or bond socially. That is interesting. Number 12. This incident was a result from the struggle to control Chicago and the North Siders and South Siders, Al Capone and Bugs Moran. This was called the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and it happened in 1929. 2 points if you got both those things. St. Valentine's Day Massacre in 1929. Those are all your answers for today's quiz on Valentine's Day. I hope you have an awesome holiday planned with your sweetheart tonight. If you have something planned coming up, maybe a party, an event, a fundraiser going on anywhere in the U.S., I would love to host some entertainment for that very function. Go to my website, triviawithbuds.com, hit contact, and let me know what it's all about and how I can help you make it awesome. I'm always down to supply you with free trivia parties and material for a good cause. So if you want me to donate a home party, minus me hosting, I can always send you that kind of stuff, and you can use it as a raffle prize or a silent auction item, etc. So again, I'll come fly and do a show for you if it works out with my schedule, and we can make it happen. And if not, I can always send you cool stuff to run your own party, especially if it's for a great cause. So hit me up on triviawithbuds.com for all the good stuff. It's time for the question of the day, brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs of San Dimas, California. Check them out at fmdesignsinc.com. The question is, what 80s movie depicts 7 former college friends who reunite for a weekend after the death of one of their friends? Send me the answer at Ryan Buds on Twitter or email me, ryanbuds@gmail.com, to be eligible for a prize. Yesterday's question of the day answer was The Godfather II, and your trivia team name of today is When Lonesome Doves Cry, combining a Western piece of literature and movie. I think it was a TV series as well, Lonesome Dove, and When Doves Cry by Prince for a super fun team name. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the show. Remember, it is now on Spotify if you want to go find the show over on Spotify. Give it a search, give it a follow, and find new episodes every single day on YouTube as well. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for leaving reviews. Thanks for becoming a Patreon subscriber. And we'll see you tomorrow for more trivia with me. Cheers.